G'day, lads. Welcome back to the One-Eyed Pod. It's the end of the practice matches, untelevised practice matches.
Yeah. Why are there no stats for this? It's just, everyone's making content, but you'd have to watch every single game to fucking really know what's going on. Is that right, Michael?
Even if you watch the game, you still wouldn't know what's going on. It's just, how was the coverage for
Gold Coast game?
Gold Coast. I was watching
it. I was watching it, and then there was a big, block text coming up the screen saying, sorry, this stream is dog ass because we have too much going on our servers or something like that. And
what do you mean you've got too much going on?
It was like servers are interrupted, and I'm watching pixelated NAS. I couldn't even, for the first quarter I watched that game, I was like, to you, I messaged, I'm going, Petrarca's been terrible. And then I'm like, hang on, he's got a new number. And then I'm like, hang on, you can't even tell anyway. It's that pixelated.
When you first said to me, I can't even watch the game, is when I turned it on because I was like, I can't watch it yet. And you're like, me neither. Like, it's not working.
Yeah.
And I turned it on. Surely it can't be that bad. And then I lasted a couple seconds and then turned it.
And so frustrating too because St Kilda smacked them. I mean, I'm not taking what I learned from last year. I weighed in on pre-season way too heavily. Now, I mean, we always do it, but St Kilda winning by 80 points. Like, what is going on there?
Yeah.
And TDK actually looked all right. TDK looked all right.
See, I didn't. How could you have watched the game though?
For the moment, so I think it happened the second and a half quarters. It wasn't great viewing. Yeah. It was desperation because I'm a SuperCoach addict. So it's like you're
Candace just goes, "What are you doing, man? What are you watching?"
I'm pretty sure my partner is just absolutely just gone to bed because she's so shitty. She's even shitty with the quality of the TV. But yeah, it's usually footy season. I just get the TV and then she just watches Netflix in her room, and that's about it.
I don't even get the TV. I got to watch it on my phone, honestly.
I'm privileged. I mean, sometimes you got to sacrifice yourself, but you got to watch those 9 games to provide some content on a podcast. But I gave up on that game.
You know who I feel bad for? That guy who was putting out all the stats on Twitter. I think his name's Keeper League.
He was actually very helpful, that guy. I think that's how we've actually been able to keep up with, what's his name? SuperCoach Scout or something like that.
The SuperCoach Scout was a good one as well.
But I'm like, because there were 4 games on Friday, right? Because I watched some of the Collingwood game and some of the Essendon and Richmond. But how is everyone watching those games? They're not working at all, are they? They are not working.
They're not doing a thing at all. I was like, I haven't, because I work for myself, I haven't done any work these last couple of days. So I've just been watching some pixelated shit. The Collingwood versus GWS game, I was like, what the fuck am I even watching?
And, I'm not going to, I'm just going to come out and say it. Tom Mitchell's already commentating. Jesus Christ. That is...
It's natural progression, wouldn't you think? Because he's got a podcast.
I know. It was just a bit of a shock. I go, wow. Because he was actually quite positive, but I was expecting him to just... Oh, he's not that type of person anyway, but I was expecting him to go, think I didn't do this, Collingwood's strategy was terrible. And then he was basically just saying what Collingwood have been doing last year and then just saying, yeah, they like to do this. And I'm like...
It was good insight, I thought.
Yeah. But yeah,
as a Collingwood supporter, you're more like, shut the fuck up. But as well, you're also like, insight. It's good to see what they're doing.
But every commentator was going, I think he's going well. I don't have the stats in front of me, and the only thing that was obviously the goals are important for AFL, so that's kept somewhere. Yeah. So, but you can't really, all the fantasy stats were all, there wasn't going to be an exact number, was there? I know people did rough stats, but I don't think they were accurate at all, weren't they?
Yeah, I don't think they were very accurate. Like, there would have been so many disposals that were missed or added, and it wasn't actually them. But today we're going to go through like
the rucks,
all of them. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to go for the
Should
rucks.
we chat about the rucks? I mean, you were sort of right. You were sort of right with what you were saying last week.
So definitely the rucks have been shit. I mean, stoppages have been down. I think I've got here stoppages were down in some games less than 50%. But it's a practice match, so there's gonna be less pressure. So 50%, I guess, is a lot, but it's still less.
It's
stoppages.
Concerning. It is definitely concerning. I mean, the issue is you had like Grundy looked amazing, and who did they verse? Sydney verse Bulldogs, and they had no ruckman, so English wasn't playing. Then DC wasn't playing, and Briggs was tearing everyone a new one,
slaughtering them. What did he kick? 4 goals, 5 goals.
Yeah, that's incredible. That is incredible.
Jesus.
What we've got Kieran Briggs kicking 4 before GDA.
I've
6.
heard.
But it's a factual.
One. It's a good one. I heard though that Briggs he's got a new missus.
Oh.
Hey, I heard on the grapevine, Briggsy last season before, Rocky start with a girlfriend. He's got a new missus. Actually heard in the big Briggsy might propose. He's actually super pumped. So
I think he's a shell of himself. Did you see? And he's in my team at the moment. But Angus Anderson absolutely crunch him. Have you seen it?
What a fucking pig!
So Briggsy's going to go. That's maybe why he kicked 4. He's pissed off. It's a cracky game, and he's getting
he had to
launched.
run down to the forward line.
But
isn't he the biggest horse in the world, Angus Anderson? Oh, Jesus, what a
If you're not picking him, I don't know what you're
man.
doing, everyone, because he's got the best buy as well. So just pick it. I reckon he'll play round 1.
Do you reckon he plays round 1? He looked good.
Depends on oh mate, our boy Ned Long from last year. I think they can work together. They're different. Like Mitchell and Long, there was an argument why they couldn't play together, but Long and Anderson are the same players, so they'd just be swapping for each other.
Yeah.
And
he's a great option up forward as well.
Yeah, he can play everywhere. But back to the ruck. So yeah, you had even Tristan Cherry against Max Heath because Gawn didn't play.
Yep, slaughtered at the top.
How's everyone having a rest but Cherry? Like Cherry's pissed off he didn't play.
That's so true. I didn't even think of that.
He played a full game, man. He had like. He's like, fuck God, I'm playing this game to prove a point.
Cherry rocks up in his slippers and they go, what are you doing, mate? You're playing today.
But are you paying? So the only one that stood out to me was Grundy. Mm-hmm. But I was in and out for the North game and they got belted as well. And I think we're going to talk about it later. But, you know, Cherry or Grundy, is that the two?
We'll talk about Cherry now. He's great in transition, great around the ground, won all the throw-in taps, all of that. He's so fit, but he got slaughtered at every centre bounce. And is that centre bounce that important? Like, how many centre bounces are they going to be? Is it going to affect him that much? It would have to affect him, wouldn't it?
But the whole point of it's high scoring, isn't it?
Yeah.
There'd be frequent centre bounces.
I was thinking if it continues like this, there's going to be more goals, more centre bounces. So you're right. That means that all the rucks are going to have more centre bounces than they've ever had and score less if they can't tap.
Grundy was running everywhere and doing everything, but against a nobody.
I've still got Grundy in my team, but I'm also so happy with anyone saying fuck, a wrestle ruckman.
Yeah, well, I guess it's fitting to talk about our boy McAndrew. McAndrew is one of those skinny sort of. I feel like they've realised, okay, we need to get an agile ruckman, and Rob's not that. So
playing twos, didn't even play the practice.
No, I'm already doing R2, McAndrew boys. I'm already doing it. I've seen
so
enough.
Tempting. I've played with it.
There is. I think it's the play this year. It was the play last year. Flynn is just shocking. But if it's even more this year because the guy's not even selected for any practice matches. So that means who's coming in. And you don't know who the good rucks are. So why not wait?
I've got a theory though.
We're going to be spending 4 trades on rucks again.
We are. But
we are.
Would you not just pick the best tap ruckman of the good ones? So like DCAM and Jackson?
Yeah, so I got Jackson. You could go Cameron. I mean, Decam is a fine pick. I think he's probably...
Decam's a great tap ruckman, and he takes intercepts.
It mixes well with... I'm pretty sure he's really good with McAndrew's bye as well. When Collingwood have a bye, I don't even know if Adelaide have a bye. The first few.
They do.
Collingwood have one in round 2 or 3, I think. So that's a play, or you can get English. But English isn't a good tap ruckman.
No,
he's good
not.
around the ball.
I think it's Decam or Grundy for me at the moment. And Gawn is a sneaky one because Gawn originally was a tap ruckman.
Yeah.
Like he never was a wrestle ruckman. So
I've seen him. He can't get up anymore, surely.
He can't. He's already said to everyone that he's struggling with the new rules.
Yeah. And so you're saying, good tap ruckman. Is it worth watching TDK for one more week, or you got interest?
It's definitely worth. I was looking at TDK, and I was also interested in.
See, there's so many names getting thrown about.
I know. I've got TDK, Cameron, Jackson, Grundy, and then there was a sneaky thing in my head. Right?
Oh no!
Is McAndrew gonna line up perfectly with an upgrade to Draper?
Yeah, I wonder. I haven't. See, I don't
Draper's
care about.
He's good. He was
you
going
had him in your draft, so you
last.
would know him. You would have known how good he was going last year. I mean, I stopped paying attention to it. I never thought he was that good, and then last year was just a beastly season, and then he popped his Achilles.
Yeah. So 90 to 100, and that's his game style, is Luke Jackson game style. So Draper's, he's coming.
And is Jackson a lock?
Jackson's a lock for me.
Same.
I don't think there's anyone else in the rucks that I have more faith in than Jackson. Because even when Max... Well, no, not Max. Is it Max Cox? No, it's not. Mason Cox. I was just going... So many names. Even when Cox
just every ruck
came in, there was no really hindrance to him. He's still going to be the main guy. I don't even think Darcy gets a showing if he's fit.
You're big on that. I think look. He's still a fat. He's on the meat.
He can't jump.
Yes, that is true. That is true. I don't know why. I actually got. We ended the podcast early, obviously, but I actually had Sean Darcy in my team last year. Fuck, he absolutely killed me. I don't know what I was thinking. So I should be dead against him. But you're right. The rules have changed. So hopefully it's I would just love to see Jackson just running the show because he's just a star anyway. So no, I think. After this preseason, even opening round, because SuperCoach doesn't start till round 1, people forget, you'll have a fair idea, although I don't know what the round 0 opening round games are, but you'll have a fair idea who to go.
Sydney. We'll be able to watch Sydney.
And St Kilda play us versus Decam, so that's 2 hard ones.
You still get a good idea of it, because if they both score high, then both tap ruckmans are doing well. Something else that I saw, Oscar...
Yep. No, you go. I'm just looking up when Freo play.
Is this going to be the first season, not the first, but are we going to see a resurgence in pure forwards scoring very high just because of the amount of goals?
Possibly. Just going back, so St Kilda and Collingwood, actually, we play opening round. So you're going to get an idea of who should be rucked by the start of the game anyway, when the round starts.
All the good ones you want to see.
Is it because of one man called Kazai Pickett?
It's because of Kozzy Pickett. Another player who, he looked really good in that, I'd call it Petrarca role, where it's like half-half. Is that going to be pretty dominant this year if there's lots of goals being kicked? Like a Toby Green?
I think so. I haven't got it right in front of me, but Kozzy Pickett is... I think he's around 20% owned or something pretty high.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's 15s, but I was pretty surprising because, the pod would know. I was a Kozzy Pickett fan as well. Just too early. I'm always on these things just too early, and then everyone benefits from my, demise. But he's the 4 goals though. Scored I'm pretty sure I read somewhere, and I think you got it on your run sheet, but I think it was around 120 something fantasy, which would probably be maybe more in SuperCoach.
Way more in SuperCoach.
But 4 goals though. And I think as the time went on, I missed this game, but I think he was playing more forward. I might be wrong on that one, but I think he was in the mids, and then it was sort of played more forward, but that's probably what he is. He's just going to go in, out, wherever the game is. And then they won by 100 anyway. So
that midfield is so hard to tell as well. I mean, I was actually thinking about Jack Steele just because he's probably the only one in that. I know he's the only one out of all those people who are going to get CBAs.
He's in my team.
He's in your team? Oh, he's been in and out of mine as well. Which is so similar, man.
I was literally just going to say, hey, Mikey, you you got Bergman in draft. He'll become a mid. Can I have Jack Steele just on the cheap if you're just going to drop him? This reminds me of Steele 2 years ago when he went bonkers for the first. Because they have no one.
No knee strapping, ladies and gentlemen. No strapping on the knee.
I'm an absolute sucker for Jack Steele. Seriously. I know we made a TikTok about TikTok about How do you? It should be about Jack Steele as well. Because he's made and broken our pod at least a couple of times.
Ladies and gentlemen, mark my words. If we'll live and die by the Jack Steele hill. And last time I didn't jump on that hill. Jack Steele, I'm coming for you. No knee strapping. Knee strapping.
He's always, I feel like he's always 510K to 530K when he does this. He's always had a terrible year. And then
he's the only one in there. Windsor looked like shit.
Yeah.
I'll be completely honest.
I had him in my team. I've removed him now. But surely you're in there that much, you're going to get the pill. Or is he like a Sardis type?
Well, this is what I'm saying. And I've got a thing here. Because there's less stoppages and less centre bounce, less stoppages. Are we going to see these like CBA mids who rely on that stuff get less disposals? Like if you don't know how to actually play the ground and you're just relying on your CBAs and stoppages.
Yeah. Well, that would be a case for Jack Steele, not the Well, I feel like Windsor would be able to run everywhere and get the ball, wouldn't he? Jack Steele is... I
retract everything I said. That's Jack so Steele true. It's the opposite way around.
Jack Steele is probably... he's 6 rounds off playing wheelchair football with me. But Jack Steele
still gets stuff in transition though, doesn't he?
Oh, he's a good player. I'm sorry, I'm not to bag Jack Steele out just then. I still love Jack Steele, but there's times where he just looks slow and just can't even tackle anyone, and his knees
the year before you owned him, remember I owned him, and I just screaming at my TV, "Get the ball, Jack!" He's right there, and he just doesn't want to pick it up.
Yeah, but so yeah, you got it's just speaking about Melbourne players. There were heaps of them that were relevant, like Xavier Taylor for Melbourne. He can't even get a look in, the rookie, the 158K rookie. So I felt like a lot of Melbourne were a watch just to see. Like the Pickett brother was all right.
Latrell.
But I don't think I can pick sort of a half flanker.
I'm not going to pick him. I know.
And Langford. Langford didn't do much, I don't think. And Langford, I'm big on.
I've heard though on the grapevine that Langford is second to Windsor at the moment.
God,
in terms of CBAs.
What are they? No, so it's evident from that game that Windsor and Steele that was the the ones that were there regularly. But get Langford in there, seriously. Yeah.
Guy's an absolute animal.
He would have been spewing about we'll get off the Jack Steele bandwagon, but he would have gone, "Why are you getting Steele? I could just be in there and do it for you." And he could, to be fair. That's how good Langford is.
He played great last year. Phenomenal.
Get it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
shall we continue? Today we're going to go through all the practice matches as well and just talk a little bit about all the relevant people and what we saw. First practice match, Essendon versus Richmond. Did you watch this one?
I watched half of it, but then swapped to the Collingwood game.
Mm-hmm.
But
I was doing the same.
Yeah, all the young teams were just targeting sort of SuperCoach, don't we? So I was sort of looking out for my man Cumming because I just liked that he just didn't smile. But you know how Tanner Bruin got drafted and he just didn't smile at all? That was similar to Cumming. He was just dead set serious. So I thought there was a player in there, but he was out of my team after the practice game straight away.
Yeah. Just a shit roll, honestly, as well.
Yeah.
He came on in the second quarter or at halftime?
Yeah.
From all the stuff, they do the same as Fagan. Remember when Fagan hyped up Sharp?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to put heaps of games into this guy.
Oh.
We love him. We all picked him, and he got dropped the next week.
Every year we talk that this is about 2 or 3 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah,
We're talking about Sharp still. He's playing for Melbourne. He's still can't
Sharp's in my team at the moment.
Oh no,
He's been in and out. I just don't know who to put in that spot. Anyway, they just hype up all these players. I mean, what do you say? Cummings should have been playing AFL last year. Okay, fuck. That must mean you guys really rate him and want to play him. Doesn't even get put on.
Yeah, and I mean, who's the others? It felt like a lot of them, and this is the practice game, so they're probably just playing 50-50, but felt like none of them got a good run at it, and I couldn't really get much of an eye read.
Grilled guy, that grilled, I can't
he's
say
good.
Someone tell me. He's
Sam
really
Grill.
good.
I
feel like he's a lock out of all the rookies. He's the biggest lock.
And they took a massive punt on him draft day. Well, he was projected pick 20, sorry. I think he was pick 8 or something. So they must have seen something with him. I'll just talk about Archie Roberts. I know McKercher is injured at the moment and Bergman is so-and-so, but he's 440 or 60K, similar price. He had a pretty good back end of the year, and then he's playing CBAs and back. He's just got a good role.
Yeah.
So
I think I heard somewhere that
tempted by him.
He's a mainstay in the midfield at the moment.
They love him.
But yeah, they absolutely love him down there. I've got his end of his season right here. Second season really, and this. He's had a really good whole season. His scores range from 100 to 70. But I'll do the back half. 71, a 142. Then he was sub. Then a 73, 81, 80, 98, a 101. But even at the start of the season, he was doing 98, 107, 101s, 93s, 94s, 99s.
Yeah. He's a definite watch for me. But even, we may as well. I think I was just being a smart ass talking about Parrish last pod. I didn't necessarily mean what I said. I'll backtrack right now. But the guys on the TikTok, I've been getting good feedback on the TikToks thanks to your help. I thought, let's get some Darcy Parish content out in the community because Michael would love it. And then it was a hit anyway.
When we talk about Darcy Parish, last season, I picked him up in keepers. Will goes, he's washed. He's dust, mate. You don't need to pick him. He's past his prime. Now look at this. Just a fucking ball. At the end of the message, I said, Nick Martin's injured. Could be a good pick. And then I remembered he's on a 5 or 6 year contract. So they have to just stick by him. Have to. How are you going to get rid of this bloke?
Yeah.
So I reckon Parrish is, if he stays healthy, he's a lock. Predicting like a 101 average.
Yeah, like Matt Crouch vibes.
105. I
think we talked about this last week, but I think Parrish is actually way more certain in regards to Supercoach impact than Young. They're both similar price. I think Parrish
I'm happy to fade Young.
I've been thinking about that as well, but I've just got him in my team. But we'll talk about him later because I think he's a chance at forward status if they keep doing what they do with him.
Yeah. The last one's real quick. They said, I don't know who it was, but as I was watching, one of the coaches said that Blankston is the clear number 1 ruck at the moment.
Yep.
And they will look, when Brian comes back, they'll look into what it will look like when he comes back, but he's still a way off coming back after injury and rehab and all that.
Yeah. And Farrow was promising.
Farrow was really good as well. Really nice. Do you know who Farrow gave me essence of? O'Sullivan, which was really scary.
He's clean,
but is he going to find a heap of the pill?
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. Laylaw was dominant early and then got put forward. So I rated. I think they're just resting him a little bit and put him forward, but just wanted to give him a little mix in the midfield.
I'm just so confused with this guy. I know he's had an injury interrupted preseason, but is he going to be a full-time midfielder at all? Or is he just going to be I
think they want him.
Yeah.
They want him there. They want him full-time mid, but he's just
taking
injured.
care of him. Yeah. Poor agates.
because
Get well
they were
soon,
saying,
Nuggets.
and I don't know who said this to me, but this is his first, or last season was his first ever AFL preseason.
Yeah.
Because he used to be a cricketer, and he never really played AFL. I'm pretty sure this is correct. Let me look it up. Law cricket.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna
The man
die
can
on
do
this hill.
everything.
I'm gonna die on this hill that Laylaw was a cricketer. Never really had like a full
play for
preseason.
Australia. He's better
And
than
then-
Marnus. He's better than Marnus.
And then hurt, and then they're just going really slow with him because he's never had this kind of conditioning. I'm pretty sure that's correct, and I'm gonna go for it.
Just like Briggsy and his missus.
Yeah.
Talking about Briggsy and his missus, Collingwood GWS, I think we like there wasn't really much takeaways from this game apart from the rookies that Angus Anderson and Harvey Harrison I think are decent options.
I don't think you can go for Houston.
No, Daniels, like I was
Got
big on
injured.
Daniels, massive on
Yeah.
Daniels, and he's injured. I actually am a bit concerned about his injury record now. He hasn't been fit for at least a year and a half.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think Whitfield was fine, but Ash didn't play, and so I don't think you can really take much from. And people are shitting on Degoe. Can you just calm down? I thought he was fine.
Hopefully it
wouldn't
works
pick-
into it a little bit. It looked a little bit slow, didn't you, I think?
Yeah, I don't think I'll pick. He's actually surprisingly in 12% teams, but I think that's just 12% of Collingwood supporters.
Melbourne, North Melbourne, we already spoke about this a little bit. I think one of the key takeaways was just steal at their CBAs. And if you don't have Sheasel in your team, I know it's
106 fantasy. Ew. Oh God. I think it's the year. I think it is. We got Jack McRae when he was 32. How old's Steele now? Probably close to that. He'd be maybe 30.
Steele age 30.
Yep. So, you're just that older guy that
Put him in, throw the keys away.
And yeah, LDU wasn't LDU's LDU. I still think
he never has a big preseason. He never does much in preseason.
He doesn't even know what the first 5 rounds are. He's too
He
busy in
doesn't.
Rye. I think he's a Rye boy and he still bloody gets some sun.
Mate, he still thinks it's preseason. I'm going fucking crazy. Don't worry.
I think that, well, and then can we just, I don't know if we address this, and I know we've got to try and hurry up because we're talking a bit long, but one of our friends of the pod, Nathan, who actually said there was shit on my shirt last week because I was wearing a Tottenham shirt because he's an Arsenal fan, but he messaged the group to say, is Sheasel a must pick? Just
Mate,
let that
I
sink
could
in.
not
That's what,
believe it. I think he's the only pure 100% have to pick this guy. Like, what other forward option do you have, Nathan?
no, exactly. So Sheasel was Sheasel, and that's what our run sheet says. Just Sheasel, just pick him. He's and he's got a good buy as well. Pick him. Don't listen to other people that think you can fade him.
Port Adelaide. Did you watch this game?
I watched a quarter of it, and then just was like too much because that was a Friday night game as well, wasn't it?
I didn't watch it.
It got to the point where I was footied out and going, oh God, I need to give it a rest. This is full on. But I did watch Bergman and he was everywhere, which worries me a tiny bit.
Everywhere in terms of positions.
Yeah. I don't think he was forward, but he was cross-changing, doing that was his role last year. So, God. And then JHF, did he play that practice match?
So he played for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
re-hurt his foot and went on the bench.
Right. Because, that's what worries me as well, because I thought, that maybe JHF would, because I thought he wasn't going to be ready at all, and now he's already there. And they cleared him as well. That's what you just said, didn't you? So, I think the other one that I was interested, I didn't watch much of him, but this, I was talking about him pre-season with you on the phone, but this Braden Cook guy, he's playing halfback, young sort of Adelaide. I don't know even if he's that young. I think he's like 24 or something. But he's playing actually all right and looks like he has a role for Adelaide.
How much is he?
He's in my team at the moment, but he's 156. Because the other takeaway was Todd Marshall. See you, mate.
He was out.
I don't think he's.
Oh, I like that. Braden Cook, 158K. That slots in nicely.
Yeah, because there's no one really available to us if you want to keep that structure.
You know who is really interesting? And I don't know. I'd have to talk to someone who follows Brisbane a bit more than me. But Lincoln McCarthy at halfback.
Told you, wherever we put a slab on that, where's Kitty Coleman playing? Is it forward? Is it back? And we put a TikTok about it.
But Lincoln McCarthy would take over where Starcevic used to play.
So you reckon that they can fit in together? Jeez, that's a weird looking.
Well, Starcevic doesn't play for him anymore.
We've actually missed a couple of games, to be fair, because we've there was Carlton, Brisbane, and then
that's right. They're at the end.
Yeah. So
Starcevic doesn't play for Brisbane, does he?
Not anymore, but I know what role you're talking about. But the Starcevic role is quite defensive and lockdown-ish.
Well, for a player who's 170.
I didn't watch the game, to be fair, but no, I like Lincoln McCarthy. Yeah, we need that type of player. What about, has Jordan Sweet lost his spot again? What is happening?
Yeah, he's not the main ruck.
What? What? This guy?
He scored 200 last year.
What? Isn't he in your keepers?
Yeah, he's on the chopping block. So anyone in our keepers who's watching this, Sweet's going to be out there for everyone.
And you've got Thilthorpe there. Thilthorpe and Rochelle. What do you think of them? You didn't watch the game.
I'm not going near him, honestly. This is what I was talking about at the start. If forwards could have a resurgence because we're seeing so much goals, but it is practice matches. Shelley, I just can't trust this guy. It seems like he might be rotating from forward, maybe with Rankin, who knows.
Exactly. Shelley has played, because I think he was drafted they're all drafted as midfielders and then put elsewhere, but I was looking at his scores and they were actually pretty good last year, and then he got injured. I can't remember what injury he had.
How do you spell Rochelle?
Rachele, but it's giving me Rankin vibes, and I'd rather either spend less or pay up for someone.
I'm just not going there. I'm the exact same. I'm not going to risk that spot for him. Moving on to West Coast Fremantle. I mean, the biggest takeaway as well, Sarong absolutely slaughtered it, but nobody was there going to tag him, so he was just running amok.
Yeah, and they never really tag Brayshaw, do they, now anymore?
No. We spoke about Jackson, so I won't talk about him. I think everyone does like him. But there's someone who I was hot on at the very start of the season, and he still looks really good. Is McCarthy?
Yep.
What are your thoughts? 500K in the
he's been in and out of my team. Apparently he's taken that absolute Mickey in his new role, and they're all saying he's probably the first mid in there. And how good's that? A mid-season rookie. It's pretty crazy. But he's 500K. He's pretty cheap for a starting pick if you want to go cheaper in the defense. Do you back that?
But who's he? I do back it, but who's it? And this is what I'm having trouble with. Who's he going in for? I mean, it's probably, instead of McKercher, you finding that 500, that 50K somewhere else.
Well, we got Clark on the run sheet now, and I know people are looking at Josh Dacos, but, he could be an alternative to all three. Apparently Marek as well played okay, and he's got his role back, but I wouldn't trust that at all.
I wouldn't trust it either. It's so hard to tell.
And Hayden Young, come on, Hayden. Come on. Come on.
I'm so skeptical on this guy. He did the same. Remember when we all started
2 years ago.
In the back line 2 years ago?
Similar price too.
Yeah. Lindsay, another lock of a rookie. Definitely put him in the West Coast. What's his first name? Josh?
Yeah.
Josh Lindsay, yeah.
And he's in for a couple of people. They've got a fair few defensive injuries. So I think the reason why everyone's big on him is because he's not got anyone to compete with for a couple of weeks, and then may finally ask. There was a couple of times where he butchered the ball though, but that's what happens with young players.
Do you want to move on to the next one?
Yeah, sure.
Hawthorn versus Geelong. I didn't watch this game. Did you watch this game?
No, I didn't.
Okay, should we just skip it?
What?
I saw McDonald had heaps of disposals. And
Really?
maybe I'm thinking, McDonald apparently killed it. And I'm thinking that, what's his face? I'm going blank at the moment. Sam Mitchell is just lying to us.
I would love to be. I love him. I love Connor McDonald, and he should be in there if they're actually smart human beings.
Who are they going to put in there instead of him?
That's what I mean.
That's what I mean. Who? I reckon he's talking shit. I reckon he's going to play midfield. He's trained there all pre-season.
Yeah. The other one as well, this, I see he's written on the run sheet here, but Flynn Perez, he got delisted from North Melbourne maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. And now he's actually, he might actually get it just shocks me how, it's just how shit North are, and then all the other players play well when they're not there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Collingwood just picked up a heap of North players. I wonder if they play well for us just because
Probably. I would love little Tom Phillips. A little career reset, and then he's just back playing for the Pies mid-season. I'd love that.
Yeah. That'd be so good. Carlton Brisbane. Walsh.
Another game that I briefly watched, but I looked... you watched it, didn't you, actually?
I watched the whole thing, yeah.
Well, my man, he's not my man. He's a burn man, but he's the same. Are we getting 22 players?
2022? The thing about Walsh, though, nobody was tagging him, and that's what kills him every time.
Yeah,
it's not that he plays
fair.
bad, it's that he gets tagged.
And he was right in there, in the mids and all that. Well, they've got no one anyway. But,
Jager Smith looked really good.
Jager, what about your man that we talked about last pod, the man that had his issues, and your informant and blah, 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 and now you are... Is he in your team right now?
Yeah, he's in my team. Coleman's still in my team. So Coleman played half forward, but looked phenomenal at half forward. And I reckon Brisbane informant has told me that he will be playing half back. There's no way he plays up forward. So...
Oh, no. We're not talking sorry. Oh, okay. So Coleman, I know you're talking about Kitty. I'm talking about the real home wrecker, Lockie Neal. Is he in?
Lockie Neal. So I've got a little surprise for my team reveal.
He is, isn't he?
Lockie Neal. And I'll release the news now. In 2026, Lockie Neal will start at Mixed Chicks. He looks good. I'm hot on Neal. He looks good for a player who, like a dual Brownlow medalist who's in preseason,
And are you not worried? Are you not worried, like what you've been saying about Walsh and Sarong, that he'll get tags? Because I witnessed
they'll go to McCluggage.
They did this to me last year, Michael, where you'd think they go to McCluggage, and if he has a first good four, then he's tagged out the game. But it's a different Neil, and it's a different... They've just gotten better, Brisbane, so they'll like even Ashcroft should be tagged, to be fair. So
have you seen and I love what's the word I'm looking for? Have you seen the thing where he second year Neil?
Oh no, but it doesn't surprise me.
He has a bad year and then he has a good year. Then he has a bad year and a good year. And it's done for the last 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
You know what this year is?
His lucky year.
It's a good year.
He's in and out of my team, to be honest. I mean, I've got him in my draft, so I'm happy, and maybe I just only want to be burned once. But I'm not surprised if he pops off. There's a lot of people I don't know why they're sleeping on him, but he had such a bad year last year when McCluggage did so well, so I can see why people want to go the other way. He's the same price as Will Ashcroft, essentially, only like 30k more. So
yeah, and look, Will Ashcroft's probably a pretty good pick this year. He played phenomenal, and so did his brother.
Yeah.
So... it's hard.
They're going to be hard to beat, these guys, I tell you what. They've got a good team. Because there's a team next on our run sheet. I think Sydney are going to be good as well.
Before you go to the next one, I want to talk about our boy, Annabelle. I don't think you can go there. He didn't look good unless he plays a lot better in the next practice match. He just looked scared of the footy. Not scared, but like every time he got the footy, he was a bit flustered.
And it's so surprising because we were the hottest on him. And all this talk about. So, yeah, that's what Fagan does, doesn't he? He's probably just gone, tell him he was going to be number one pick in the draft. Tell him.
Yeah, tell him. But
it looked like
he's
a
the
bloody
last
rookie.
person you can trust. What's that?
He looked like a rookie listed player.
He did. Mate, it was, yeah. Anyway, don't pick Annabelle unless next week we see like, wow, he's doing really well. Then
Yeah.
like,
I heard it
people
was
talk
it
about
was like there's a whole, well, obviously they're so stacked, but it's like Annabelle, Revel. There's like 4 of them competing for one spot.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Yeah, that's all right. You just there's enough rookies nowadays, so you just choose another one that's good.
Yeah. Did you want to go on about Sydney?
Yeah, I just think that I thought they looked unbelievable. I know it's preseason and they didn't have a ruck, but Gordon kicking to Curnow, that they're just missing Curnow. You know, they were missing a big forward rather. They're all. I think I was fading Gordon. I think you got to have. I still really like Heaney and Gordon, but I feel like you got to have one of these mids because they're going to score a lot of footy, I reckon.
You know what's hard though? If you go for Brodie Grundy,
Yeah,
then on that bye you would be missing Brodie Grundy, Heaney or Goulden, and Bont.
that's what I mean. And hang on, I think the Gold Coast boys missed on that bye, don't they?
Are they that bye as well?
I think they do. But because I remember trying to pick Goulden and Anderson, and I couldn't pick them because they were they were sharing the same bye. It's a terrible bye. This is why people are fading Bont and having to make some sacrifices of good players. And there's too many good players on that bye to really carnage, you know.
Yeah, you're right. The Gold Coast boys missed that bye as well. So it's
Yeah.
a really tough one to go for.
And so Heaney and Goulden, I'm like, just pick whoever.
Yeah, I agree.
I was impressed with. I've been big on Buderick, but he's another Bulldogs. You know, they both share the same bias, so they're all problematic sort of players. But have you heard the news regarding Bailey Dale?
No.
He's
What
out for the first. I reckon he'll be out for the first few weeks. They said he had an MCL, but not bad. Like might have a week or two off. So that
That's
means
right. I just picked up for Bergman, so
I'll be fine. But Buderick, our man Buderick, and the other one that he was in my team, and I don't think he was in yours, but Lockie Jacks, he was amazing.
yeah, I've got him in there now. He looked incredible.
He's exactly like Dale, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a bit taller, but probably more defensive minded. But yeah, they're why do they're always just shitting out halfbacks, aren't they? Western Bulldogs.
Mate, they're just shitting out talent, Western Bulldogs.
They could be a chance as well if they get a fully healthy list. But the other one I was actually impressed with is Malcolm Rosas, but 145k. He's similar price to if you want a Marshall replacement, but it's literally you have Petrarca, Flanders. No, not Petrarca. There's a couple of missing
For the
on
bye.
Yeah, for the
Yeah, Petrarca.
Petrarca, Lombard,
Roses, if you got him.
Yep.
Bontempelli.
It's so bad for that buy. So I don't know if you can really go Roses. Yeah, so if you pick up Roses and you've got Lombard and Petrarca, it's 3 players in the forward line for that buy, and forward line's like the least I trust, but it is best 18. But yeah, it's tricky stuff, that one.
Yeah, I don't know. One you can't. I don't think you can go. Jai Sarong.
No, he's out of my team as well. It's actually
He looked awful.
I was hearing on a podcast with James LeBron Sicily. He said the hardest player to play on, because Barash said the same thing, is that Jai Sarong, and he's going to be a star. And then I'm pretty sure Curnow was like saying how good he was, and then they're saying he's not even in the best 23, and I'm like, what the hell? Because I was like hoping Collingwood picked him up. Yeah, but you don't need a centre half back anyway, do you? We've got so many halfback sort of rookies that
Do you want to name some of them for us? Because I'm trying to work out who to put in that spot.
Well, Lindsay. Oh shit, Sarong's actually in my team. I thought I removed him. But you got Lindsay Farrow, Grill, and then there is there was one more.
Jake's person.
Yeah, so Jake's is as my 23rd. Taylor's not playing, which hurts.
No.
Then you've got then it actually gets pretty slim, doesn't it? Because
it's slim. I mean,
Carmack
you can go to Brief
injured.
McInnes.
Yeah, you could go.
But that's 150k for Reef McInnes.
And he's not a halfback. So, yeah, Carmack was injured. Because, I mean, there's not many other players, really, that is appealing at that price. Matt Whitlock should be playing, but he's like a key forward.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's like trying to figure out what sort of mid-prices there are to fill your team.
Yeah.
So there's pretty... Well, do you want to go on to your team? I think that's
Yeah, do you
pretty
want
much
to show
it.
you my team?
Yeah, but I think I would love to see what your backline's looking, because I think there's an argument to go deep again still, but it's just if you want to pop a centre half back in there.
My backline literally just changed on this call. I just put this guy in while we were chatting, because originally it was McKercher in there. So it was McKercher in there at this D3 spot. And I just put McCarthy in just because I'm just unsure about McKercher. Is he going to be back from this injury? Do we still pick him? What are your thoughts?
Well, he's been slotted back in the team, but I think Roberts could go in there instead, or Bergman if he actually has a positive display. But I think, I think McKercher's going to be back.
I think there's better options.
Yeah, I think McKercher has actually said he's going to be fine for round 1.
Yeah. So do we pick him? Because if he's fine, I would pick him.
He's in my team because of that reason. And my team name's Witt and Kurt's season, so I'm as biased as they come. But I think he's the best 449k option. And if he's coming back from an injury, they're not going to play him midfield or half forward. They will say, okay, mate, get cheap pill. Surely.
Yeah. Surely.
Well, he played so good there last year. Why would they even... I don't even want to bother what North's thinking. But he's an option. He's a wait.
Yeah, he's a wait and see. So this spot is really changed. This has changed so many times. This has been Archie Roberts. This has been McKercher. It's been McCarthy. This has been Windsor. It's been everyone under the sun. Been Bergman at one stage. I just don't know who it is. But at the moment, as of 1 second ago on the call, it's McCarthy. Next notable change that I've done, I got rid of those rookies, replace Annabelle with Neil. My boy Neil is in there. But I'm also trying to think of a way now, because we were just chatting about it, that if I go Jack Steele instead of Hayden Young.
Well, I've actually just looking at my team. That's how I've fitted Steele in.
Yeah. Am I going to go Jack Steele here instead of Hayden Young? Who knows? And then maybe I drop down McCarthy to make up the cash. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Noticeable. Big Anderson is in down the bottom here. We didn't even talk about Carroll. Carroll, I think, is a lock for a rookie. He's he's playing off half back. He's got that role.
There was a fair few St Kilda decent players. I liked that player that West Coast passed on, Banfield. He was actually all right.
Was he good?
He was all right, but I don't even know what price he was, and maybe I don't know if he's even best. He's quite raw, but I think Carroll's got a spot there. But he did butcher it a fair few times, like in true Jack Carroll style.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm just going to sit him on my bench. 119k. He's a good bench rookie.
Yeah.
Ecam is currently as my second ruck at the moment.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it, and I might go to it because I'm looking at a few players that could easily get the arse to fund that, because Decam's not too expensive. But is Bontempelli in there? Yep.
Yeah, Bont's in there.
Yeah.
And Decam puts out great scores, and I think they're going to get even better this year.
And he's already learnt the ruck rules, the changes. Like he's already he's a pretty smart player, and Mr. Reliable too. Like somehow won at BNF over Nicky D.
Yeah, yeah. So I like the Decam pick, and I'm not this isn't new. I've seen heaps of people shouting Decam's name from the rooftop. So I'll rate it. I rate the pick. Clarny White as a loop.
They're very similar, mate. We are very similar.
McAndrew down here in the flex, and then Braden Cook just changed just before. This was Lincoln McCarthy. I've just changed it to Cook just because I like what you said about him.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. I don't really have any other changes. I'm pretty happy with this team. Only people I don't like are those spots at D3, the Hayden Young midfield spot, this forward spot down here where Cook is, and maybe the Coleman spot. They're the only ones who are really kind of changing for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I did play with having Noah Anderson instead of Neil as well, but that makes that buy just fucking tough.
You're right. Do you want me to bring on my team?
Yeah, let's see it.
Oh, we forgot about. I've put in my man that we've actually talked about. Right on. So, I've gone McAndrew R2. I think it can definitely change because
Before you keep going, exit that big have not selected
like I always
emergencies.
Like I always do. I mean, the McAndrew, I think it's a play. I think there's so many buys. I did this last year, finished all right. But this Riley O'Brien news is just like, what's his if he's not even getting fit and in these practice games, what's his actual, is that even competition? So I thought about, obviously you get another 600k player somewhere else. So I've gone, I think the big changes is that I've got rid of Sinclair, I think, but I put McCarthy also in my back line. But I've tried to hunt value. I still want Bont in my team. I think it was either, what did I have? It was Sinclair and a 600k like Brayshaw type or Baz. So it was like Sinclair or Baz or Bont and McCarthy.
It's like Bont and McCarthy.
Yeah, so did I. So and Bont's a captaincy pick too. When I'm playing the risk as well of.
Those Sinclair and Baz sounds pretty fucking good,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
The only reason why I've really hesitated on it is having the two Whitfield and Sinclair in the same team for the buys. But like we've been talking about offline, most of the good players that have sort of gone on podcasts, they've said that they don't really factor in the early buys anyway. So. You'll probably whack on those points eventually. But yeah, I think the big one I've talked about him a little bit. He looked impressive and we didn't even talk about him on the pod. But this Harry Rowson bloke, he's actually, I think I'm pretty close to picking him. Because
he looked good. He looked good in the practice match. But explain your reasoning.
Well, they've got too many injuries and now Callahan's not playing for a couple of weeks. There's no one really in there, and he slotted right in there. I don't know what his CBAs were because there's no real stats about it.
Callahan will be back.
By what round?
Round 1.
Round 1, not round 2?
No, they've said that he'll be back for round 1, or opening round, whatever it is.
Who feels... So Tom Green's out for the season. He's the next up, essentially, I think, other than maybe Bedford, but I can't remember what Bedford's actually injured as well, I think.
Do you reckon Green goes through there?
Yeah, that's been talked about. Yeah, and he's been training as a midfielder, but I didn't. Well, he played the big game, didn't he? So we didn't get to see him. So maybe Rouston could go out, and I maybe get a rookie in. And
I love the Rouston pick.
Yeah, the hard thing is he's 1% owned.
Yeah.
So, but he reminds me of Ned Long. 102 similar price, 270 something K. Could just make some gains, but. It makes me think, am I going too much value in the midfield, having Goulden, Steele, Parrish and Rouston? It's a little concerning. Or
I don't think Goulden would be as value, like his value, right? But I don't think it's like a risky value. It's more like, you're getting a primo for 566k. Well, I'd class that as a primo price.
And the other move I could make essentially is maybe getting Rouston in for another rookie, which I haven't thought about, but... or I could even just do a straight swap for, I'm pretty sure Blakeston's at the same price as Rouston.
Yeah.
Although they're not the same players, but structurally, to keep all the players that I'm sort of hot on. I don't know. I kind of like McCarthy. He hasn't got an early buy, I don't think, so he could be one to watch. Otherwise, it's watching Bergman and the others, but I don't know if I'll be able to sort of... It's if I get rid of Rouston and be able to get someone like Jordan Clark and all that. Do you have to go 4 in the defence? That's the question.
I don't think you do. I mean, I definitely haven't gone 4 in the defence. I've gone 3.
Yeah.
But
So, I mean, that could be easy as well.
I like what McAndrew is allowing you to do. Like,
That's what he did last year. It's amazing viewing, but once it's
Once
gone,
it fucks up,
you're like, give me a boost, baby, give me a boost.
If it fails, it's treacherous. Like, you're stressful. It's a stressful week every week if it's injured, like, or whatever Flynn was gets dropped.
Yeah, well, that's it. But it was only worrying until after the buys. So I guess what you have to really do if you're really gunning for this strategy is forward planning.
You know what you could do?
You can never forward plan.
You could put Blankston in, and then if McAndrew fucks up, you can just
one of the round changes. Not round changes. Because is Blankston a ruck already?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Is he? But wouldn't you need a defensive ruck here?
How do you spell his name?
I don't know. I just do Lachlan. I know his first name's Lachlan, I think.
Oh no, he's defender. Yeah.
Yeah. So you
could put him in and then be to switch him in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, eventually, if it all shits the bed, or already now.
If you shits the bed, yeah. Like if you go, oh fuck, like
this is just giving me Goldstein vibes.
At least you've got him there.
This is giving me Goldstein vibes all over again.
It's giving that you might not be able to make some aggressive moves because you have to worry about this ruckman that you've got if it fails. But if it goes well, I mean, nobody else is having a midfield like that.
Oh, but no. So here's the thing. I think we're close to ending, but I think this is getting quite common. I've seen a fair few teams now, but I think it's because nobody knows what rucks are good anymore. So pick the one that you're confident on and then figure out where to go in the future. And then that way you could have a first upgrade or upgrade McAndrew to someone maybe if he's made enough cash in a couple of weeks, and then TDK's good, or I don't know, DCAM. We rattled off about 6 of them. So
I reckon it's between Grundy, DCAM, TDK.
Yeah.
In terms of like those who could replace McAndrew.
Yeah. Other than that, I think my team's pretty template. Otherwise, I think Philippou looked good, but everyone had him. But I don't think we properly talked about him. But all the others are just wait and see for the following week. And I'm sure I do like this team though. I feel like it's got some good balance. So
you like it every time, mate.
Yeah, I have the R2 or the.
Well, it just looks so appealing what it does to your team, go and put in a rookie in that spot. Of course you're going to fucking like it. You've got
always do.
A midfield full of Bontempelli, Butters, Dacos, Goulden, Steele, Parrish, then Ralston, Jaeger Smith. Like, that's massive. Your backline has Lockie Whitfield, Rosie, McCarthy, McKercher.
Yeah.
Like, that's your worst player on field is Farrow.
Yeah.
The only weak spot of your team is Cook, Leo Lombard.
Well, that's what I've actually toyed with as well. Is
but that's everyone's weak spot.
I'll leave on this, but would you go Steele or Pickett, Cozzy?
Oh, I'm going Steele.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think Steele's more reliable, and then you figure out. I do think that Cozzy's got a few big games in him, and it'll benefit that sort of forward spot. But I don't think the rookie mids are as potent as what we think they really are. Like, Jaeger's going to be good. Brody is unknown. Carroll's, I don't know how good he'll be. And Anderson, it's not like we have, like Dersma hasn't looked good. So we'll just see. We'll wait and see. We'll see what happens. But I think it's a decent shout going big in the mids.
I like the look of it. I'm not going to do it. I like the look of it. I am going to put Jack Steele in.
Let's get on the Steele train. It's Steele season.
Really wanted to do it. And there would be a world where Lockie Neal changes to like a Heaney or a Goulden or something.
Look, yeah, I don't mind
like
it.
Heaney.
If you got Grundy,
this is without Grundy. This is with like a decam. All right. We have been requested, and we're going to do it again. We're not going to do the cherry on top league again because that was a fucking disaster. And for all the new listeners, we used to do this league where we would put a punt on every week, like a multi. And if it got up and you were the highest scorer that week in the league, you would get all the money from the winnings. Problem was, we never won any multis, so it was shit. But anyway, join the One-Eyed Pod League. We will do something for the winner. First and second will get something. Don't know what they're going to get yet, but you'll get something if you win. It's going to be an open league, total score. Invite your friends, jump in, let it rip. So, good.
Yep.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We will see you next week, the official practice matches. And see you later.
Go Pies.